Hi, my name is Elizabeth Thornton, and I was born in February 1982. I am a Generation Y baby. There are so many things about 80s kids that make them unique. According to Brian Galando of BuzzFeed, the most famous cartoon back in the 1980s was the Muppet Babies. Some might argue and say it was Rugrats, but I would beg to differ. The most popular couple back in the 1980s was He-Man and She-Ra. I loved She-Ra growing up, and I thought they were totally awesome. All parents were terrified that their children were going to be lost in a well, like baby Jessica. And the Breakfast Club was every teenager's dream of popularity. There are so many factors that make 1980s the decade it is known for. Let's take a closer look at some of the specifics of the month of February 1982, the month and year I was born. According to 1980sflashback.com, I was able to view many current events that happened back in the month of 1982. For example, in February 1982, the President of the United States was Ronald Reagan, and Vice President was George Bush. The life expectancy of the average American was 74.5 years old. In today's time, the average life expectancy of an American is 78. That is an increase of about 4 years, so we're doing pretty good. So we're living longer, that's good. The cost of a new home back in 1982 was around $83,000. In today's current market, the cost of a new home is around $277,000. That is an increase of almost $200,000. So the price of the housing market has gone up quite a bit, and that's just due to inflation. Freddie Mac, according to Freddie Mac, interest rates though for the housing market have gone down drastically, so that is something to be thankful for. Back in 1982, the average interest rate was about 13 to 18%. In today's time, you can get an interest rate, depending on your credit, as low as 3.25%, and that's like a record, all-time record low, according to Freddie Mac. Back in 1982, a loaf of bread, sliced white bread, cost 50 cents. At the grocery store today, you can get a loaf of sliced white bread for about $1, but it's not the best quality of bread. It's more the lower end bread. So price has gone up. It's doubled in price now. A gallon of milk in 1982 cost $2.24. And a dozen of eggs cost 84 cents. According to HistoryOrb.com, here are some interesting facts that happened that occurred in the month of February 1982. For example, on February 1st was David Letterman's debut. David Letterman debuted on NBC TV, and his first guest ever was Bill Murray. I love Bill Murray. I've always been a big fan of his, coming that I am as a 80s baby. A disheveled and defiant Bill Murray helped set the showbiz mocking anti-celebrity tone for late night's next 11 years. David Letterman's goals was to inspire and flourish new comedians and writers for his late night show. February 3rd, porn star John Holmes was tried for murder. John Holmes was tried for murder, for helping commit murders at his drug dealer's hillside home. John Holmes confided in his wife Lauren of 16 years that people were out to kill him because he helped commit these murders. On February 4th, musical Pump Boys in the Dinettes premieres in New York City. Also on February 4th, The record for the longest distance airplane ever thrown was broken. So that's pretty cool. February 5th, one of the biggest drug busts of all time. The DEA seizes 3,195 tons of marijuana. 495 people were arrested in this Colombian hunt. 52 were named in a heroin ring out of Boston, and they had strong New York connections. On February 6th, Centerfold by Jay Gales hits #1 on the pop charts for 6 weeks. This was his #1 hit on his album Freeze Frame. February 10th, 28 skiers in Bromont, Quebec hold hands while performing backflips. That seems pretty amazing. That had to have been a very challenging obstacle to do. Very talented group of people. February 12th, Wayne Gretzky breaks the NHL record for scoring his 153rd point for the season. That's a lot of points for one season. On February 15th, Ocean Ranger drilling platform, Newfoundland. 84 people died on that day, on February 15th. February 24th, the final episode of The Welch Show airs. I'm not sure what that show is. I'll have to look that up online, but I think my parents remember that show. On February 24th, Betty Davis Eyes and Double Fantasy wins at the Grammy Awards. Love that song, Betty Davis Eyes. Also on February 24th, the basketball team, the Celtics, begin their 18 NBA game win streak. On February 25th, the record speed of snowmobiling was broken. And on February 28th, Wall Street was bombed by PR nationalist group. Also on February 28th, AT&T loses a record-breaking $7 billion for the fiscal year. That was AT&T's biggest loss in history. Surprisingly, they're still around after that kind of money was lost. So with all the entertainment and current events that took place in the 1980s and of the month of February 1982, it made the year and month I was born a lot more interesting. I was surprised to see that how many events occurred on every day in the month of February of the month I was born, and it was very interesting. It was fun to learn about everything that happened during the month I was born. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for listening, and have a great day. Bye.